bienvenue sur ma chaîne. I'm Cindy from Frencheezee.com and today we're going to learn 30 useful phrases at intermediate or advanced level. But before we start, if you'd like to take French lessons with a native French teacher, have a look in the description for the offer italki is making my viewers. Okay, so let's start. If someone is talking nonsense, you can say n'importe quoi. N'importe quoi. Nonsense. Or you can expand on that and say tu dis n'importe quoi. You're talking nonsense. To ask someone to keep you updated about, I don't know, their exam results or about someone who might be in hospital, say tiens-moi au courant. Tiens-moi au courant. Keep me updated. Keep me in the loop, basically. Tiens-moi au courant. If you're leaving but you'll be back shortly, you can say à tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. Which basically mean see you in a little while. So repeat. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. And notice that we're making the liaison between tout and à. À tout à l'heure. If you're eager to go somewhere, you can say allons-y. Allons-y. Let's go. I'm laughing at myself here. But anyway, allons-y means let's go. Allons-y. And again, you can notice the liaison between allons and y. Allons-y. If someone looks upset, you can ask them qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? What's the matter? Repeat. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? What's the matter? If you want to say to someone that you don't care about something, hopefully not about your friend being upset, but you know, you can say ça m'est égal. Ça m'est égal. It's all the same to me. Or I don't care, depending on the situation. But literally, it means it's all the same to me. Ça m'est égal. Repeat. Ça m'est égal. If you want to tell someone not to worry, so maybe to your friend who's upset, then you can say ne t'en fais pas. Ne t'en fais pas. Don't worry. If someone apologizes to you but you feel like it's no big deal, then you can say ce n'est pas grave. Ce n'est pas grave. Which literally means it's not serious, but basically it means it's no big deal. In speech, most French people do omit the ne, so they would just say c'est pas grave. C'est pas grave. It's no big deal, don't worry about it, basically. C'est pas grave. As we've seen in a previous video, if someone sneezes, you can either say à tes souhaits or à vos souhaits, depending on who you're talking to. À tes souhaits, à vos souhaits. This literally means to your wishes. Basically, you're wishing for the person's wishes to come true, and it translates to bless you. If you're handing someone something, so say if you're giving them this pen, you can say tiens. Tiens. Tiens comes from the verb tenir, so it literally means hold. But basically, it translates to here. Here, or here you go. Tiens. Repeat. Tiens. Here you go. Have it. If you want to ask someone how they are or what's new in their life in a cool kind of way, you can say quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? Which means what's new? Quoi de neuf? Repeat. Quoi de neuf? This is quite familiar though, so only use it with your friends or family. And quite often, because we are all kind of stuck in our daily routine, there isn't actually much going on. So the most common answer would be pas grand-chose. Not much. Pas grand-chose. Not much. I'm a boring old soul. Quoi de neuf? Pas grand-chose. What's new? Nothing much. Before you start eating a meal, it's always a good idea to say bon appétit, which literally translates to good appetite, but basically means enjoy your meal. Bon appétit. Repeat. Bon appétit. And notice the liaison again between bon appétit. Bon appétit. Because as you probably know, B-O-N is usually pronounced bon. But because appétit starts with a vowel, we pronounce it bon. Bon appétit. Actually, I'm quite hungry now. If for whatever reason you want to say as usual, say comme d'habitude. Repeat. Comme d'habitude. Qu'est-ce que tu vas prendre pour le petit déjeuner? Comme d'habitude. What are you going to have for breakfast? As usual. Or same as usual. If you're really fed up with something, there are two ways you can express your feelings. Either you can say je n'en peux plus, je n'en peux plus, which means I can't take it anymore. And French people would often, when they're speaking, just take the n out because, as I said before, they're kind of lazy when they speak. So they would just say j'en peux plus. Oh, j'en peux plus. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Or I can't take this anymore. And the other way is j'en ai marre. J'en ai marre. I'm fed up. Of course, you could also say j'en ai ras-le-bol. But that's a little bit more familiar, so you might want to be careful with this one. If someone shares their problem with you and there is nothing you can do about it, then you can say je n'y peux rien. Je n'y peux rien. There's nothing I can do about it. You probably might want to say sorry beforehand, depending, but you know. So you could say désolé, mais je n'y peux rien. So repeat, je n'y peux rien. If something unbelievable happens, then you can say je n'en reviens pas. Je n'en reviens pas. I can't believe it. Repeat, je n'en reviens pas. I can't believe it. You need to use je n'en reviens pas when it's something you know it happened, but you feel like it was so unlikely to happen that basically you can't believe it happened, but you actually do. Do you know what I mean? So, je n'en reviens pas, which means I can't believe it, is used when the thing actually did happen and you know it did happen, but you're like, I can't believe it. To say you're not responsible for doing something, you can say je n'y suis pour rien. Je n'y suis pour rien. This means I have nothing to do with it. Repeat. Je n'y suis pour rien. Je n'y suis pour rien. And of course, everyone knows the famous French expression, oh là là. Oh là là is used for different kinds of emotions, like to express different types of emotions. It can be something surprising. It can be something disappointing. It can be something unbelievable. All kinds of different things. It doesn't have to express a negative feeling. It can also express positive feelings. It's all in the intonation. So basically what it means is something like, oh dear, or it could mean, oh no, or it could mean, oh my God, although French people do also have, oh mon Dieu, or mon Dieu, which means, oh my God. But oh la la does also translate to, oh my God. So another useful phrase to know is, you never know. On ne sait jamais. On ne sait jamais. You never know. If for whatever reason you want to say not at all, for example, if someone asks you, do you like vegetables? Not at all. Then say pas du tout. Repeat, pas du tout. If one of your friends asks you what the film you saw last night was like, and you want to say, not that great, or nothing special, you can say, pas terrible. Pas terrible. Repeat, pas terrible. So that means not that great or nothing special. Another useful phrase to know is, ça n'a rien à voir avec ça. Ça n'a rien à voir avec ça. Can you guess what this sentence means? It means it has nothing to do with this, or it has nothing to do with it. Of course, you could change the last word and say something like ça n'a rien à voir avec elle, it has nothing to do with her, or anything else for that matter. Ça n'a rien à voir avec means it has nothing to do with. So whatever you want to say after that is up to you. If you're asking someone for potentially sensitive information and you want to say if it's not too personal, basically you want to give them the option not to answer if they feel a bit uncomfortable about it, you can say si ce n'est pas indiscret. Si ce n'est pas indiscret, if that's not too personal. Another useful phrase you may want to know is tout à coup. Tout à coup, which means suddenly. If you agree with someone, you can say tout à fait, which sounds a bit like tout à coup, but means something completely different. Tout à fait means exactly or absolutely. The next phrase is one that French people use very often. Tu m'étonnes. Tu m'étonnes. Repeat. Tu m'étonnes. Which literally means you're surprising me, but actually the real meaning of it is that you're not surprised at all. So it's kind of ironic, and it means tell me something I don't know. So use tu m'étonnes if you want to say tell me something I don't know. If you're sharing quite a surprising story, you might want to say tu te rends compte? Tu te rends compte? Can you imagine? Do you realize? Repeat. Tu te rends compte? So this means can you imagine or do you realize? So obviously you can also use this phrase for in other contexts. For example, can you imagine what could have happened? Tu te rends compte de ce qu'il aurait pu se passer? And finally, another useful phrase is ça vaut le coup. Ça vaut le coup. It's worth it. So repeat, ça vaut le coup. Ça vaut le coup. This is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and a very special thanks to my patrons as well, without whom this channel would simply not be the same. Please check out my Patreon page, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. I'll see you there. Bye! À bientôt!